In today's video, we are going to dive into some of the shoulder stretches that helps all athletes. Doesn't matter if you're a baseball player, you swim, you bench press, you need to make sure you're working on bringing range of motion back into your shoulder. So let's dive in. First stretch that we want to do, pretend like you're putting your hand out for a handshake. This one's fairly simple. You're going to go across your body, take your opposite arm and twist it up and keep pulling it. Now, as I pull it, I'm gonna feel it more in this range of the shoulder itself. Now, I always tell everyone that I see, make sure you do the opposite side because you don't wanna just stretch one side. Now, as you're coming across, again, same thing, feeling in that direction. The second one, very similar. Instead of going this way, you're now tilt your hand back and going across and doing the same thing with that opposite. Now again, I'm feeling a little bit more deeper on this shoulder blade itself, but we want to work the entire shoulder girdle because by doing this, we are helping all the rotator cuff muscles in that area. Number 3, this one might be a little more trickier, but what you're going to do is just take your elbow and do this for the most part. You're going to then take your other hand, swim it underneath, bring it back around, and then start tilting it down. Now, while you do this, you're gonna feel it more in the front part of your shoulder itself here. This is more of the humerus that we're feeling it. The bicep tendon comes here, but like I said, we wanna make sure we're working not only the front, the side, the back, we wanna work all ranges of the shoulder girdle. Now, the next stretch I wanna show for the shoulder, you're actually gonna come from the side. Take this hand, put it behind the small of your back here. Take your other hand, walk it down to the elbow, and what you're actually gonna do is bring your hips forward and kind of pull just a little bit. Not too much where I'm pulling like this, but just enough to hold that shoulder in place. This is actually gonna work more of the front of your shoulder near the pec muscles. So your pec minor, your pec major. We're also gonna do another one to work these muscles here. Moving on to the next shoulder one, now we're gonna take our hand and place it back here over our shoulder blade. Now we're gonna just take this opposite hand and gently pull it back. Now, at any point when you're doing these stretches, you shouldn't be just cranking into the arm itself. It should be a nice slow stretch and slow the release back. You don't want to go too quickly when you're stretching muscles because that can actually lead to more injuries. Now, one of the cool things that you can find at home is a broom. This is going to help you tremendously on those stretches as well. So if I actually take my hand back like this, I now can guide with my left hand to pull this arm down more. And vice versa, I can pull my right to pull my left. This is going to work wonders on both shoulders. On top of that, you can also take the hands and do this. So now again, I'm pushing with my right to push my left, and vice versa, I'm going to push my left to push my right. And if I'm having left shoulder issues, I can use my right hand to pull to stretch this left shoulder. And last thing, you can take it behind your back and do the same thing. Pull in one direction or push in the other direction, depending on which shoulder needs more stretching. Now, one of the last stretches you can do is utilizing a door frame. So what you're gonna do, obviously open that door frame up, take your arm, put it at a 90 degree, and just step forward. This is going to work, again, those pec muscles. So especially for throwing motion, you wanna make sure that your pec muscles are nice and stretched. This muscle gets utilized way too much nowadays, especially because of technology. Most kids, most people are on their cell phones, having their head down, their shoulders come forward, and we do so many things in front of us that the pec muscles will get so strong and start pulling on the shoulder so the humerus head falls forward and puts a lot of tension. So by, again, doing this stretch and opening up, you're working that entire pec muscle, the pec minor and the pec major. And with better range of motion in the shoulder, you're gonna be able to throw the ball a lot easier. You're not gonna feel the restriction. You're not gonna have to worry about the wears and tears. But on top of it, you're just gonna have more movement in your entire shoulder. So not only throwing wise, but think about swinging the bat. Think about swimming. Think about bench pressing. All these things have to utilize our shoulders. So we want to make sure we have the best range of motion in our shoulders at any point as an athlete. If you enjoyed this content, I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe down below. We talk about stretches and how to perform better as a sport athlete.